What is Applecare? And should I buy it? Yes, you should. Hello and welcome to iPhone Black and White, a video series dedicated to help anybody become an iPhone expert, even you. Okay, so in this episode we are going to cover Applecare, and I am going to give you everything that you need to know about Applecare. It's a lot of information, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so what is Applecare? Guys, it's really simple. Applecare is insurance. Now, most of you probably already understand that. Maybe some of you don't. But it's just insurance. And you might be saying to yourself, well, you know, I bought insurance from my carrier. So, you know, I don't need Applecare. Well, it kind of depends, because the way that the insurance is going to work is you might have actually already bought Applecare and you didn't even realize it, because it depends on the carrier. We'll just use Verizon for an example, and to be honest, I don't even know if they include Applecare in their insurance. But if you buy your insurance from the carrier, if you read the fine print, it actually might include Applecare, and then like the extra money that you're paying actually is going to whatever the carrier's insurance. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know everything that the carrier is going to include that Applecare isn't, because Apple's insurance really is going to cover just about everything. So, and we're going to go into that and kind of explain everything that it covers, yada yada yada. But suffice it to say, in my opinion, it actually makes more sense for you not to buy your insurance from your carrier and actually to buy it straight from Apple itself. Again, you kind of need to do your own research on that and find out what your carrier includes that Applecare doesn't. Maybe that's a better option. It's just going to be kind of up to you and what you decide. Okay, so what exactly does Applecare cover? Now, this again gets a little convoluted, and we're going to kind of break it down here. So there's actually two kinds of Applecare. And there's what would be just called like regular Applecare, and that is the insurance that is going to cover any kind of accidental damage to your device. Basically anything at all that happens to it, whether it's screen damage, whether the entire phone is run over by a steamroller, whether or not a dolphin grabs it out of your mouth and bangs it against the pool and then throws it back to you. That's unlikely, but there's still a chance that if that happens, hey, it's okay, your Applecare is going to cover that. However, regular Applecare is not going to cover if your phone is lost or stolen. That is going to be something called Applecare Theft and Loss. Now, that is going to be more expensive, and in this video, I am not going to cover any of the cost, because the prices are obviously going to change, and for the most part, this video is going to be good for years to come, because not much is going to change as far as what Applecare is going to cover, but the prices can always vary. So suffice it to say, for the theft and loss, just understand that it is going to be a little more expensive, and Applecare Theft and Loss is also not available on a lot of Apple products, but Applecare itself is going to be available on just about anything. So we'll take a look at that as well. Okay, the last thing to kind of look at before we dive into how to buy it is going to be covering how often can you use your Applecare. Now, at the time of this going up, Apple recently changed how this works. Now, the way that it used to be is that you would buy your Applecare and it was good for 2 years, and you would basically get 2 incidents, and that was going to be the end of it. And at the end of 2 years, your Applecare is gone and you can't get it again. They've now changed this, and so now it's actually going to be, you can buy your Applecare and you're going to get 2 incidents a year. 2 incidents a year, and at the end of your 2-year contract, actually you're going to be able to renew it on a month-to-month plan. And it's going to be priced relatively well. Again, not going to cover prices here, but as of right now, it's actually a really good idea if your Applecare expires to just go on the month-to-month because it's very reasonable in order to do that. So long story short, it kind of makes a ton of sense, and Apple has done some really good things as far as making it, more incidents per year, 2 a year. And when the new year starts, boom, you get your new 2 incidents, and then being able to go on the month to month. All right, one last thing before we jump into how to actually buy Applecare, and this is really important and is worth mentioning. You have 60 days. Unless you're in Japan, you only have 30. But if you're not in Japan and you're anywhere else, then your Applecare, you've got 60 days. So if you buy an iPhone and you wait until day 61 to try to buy your Applecare plan, no. There are no exceptions. Apple is not going to bend for that at all. If you go past 60 days, it's over. You've got to purchase it within the first 60 days. So bear that in mind, everything we're going to see here and how to buy it. Do not wait. Make sure that you do it within 60 days. Okay, so the first article we're going to take a look at, we're going to look at 4 total. Kind of cover everything here, like I said, but we're going to go straight to apple.com support products. And these are all the different products, and we're going to scroll down here. Now, all these articles I am going to link into the description, or I'll link them somewhere in here. But anyway, all right, so as you can see, we've got a bunch of different Apple products here that you can actually buy Applecare for. Some you can use the theft and loss or buy it, some you can't. So the Applecare for all of these products, it's going to be a little bit different. Prices are going to be different. There's some other some differences. I'm not going to try to cover everything here. It's very different for the Macs. I believe that they're for 3 years, not 2. And there's some other differences here as well. So, but you get a general idea looking at everything here, the Macs, the iPads, the iPhones, just pretty much everything that you see here, including an iPod. So all of these products are eligible for you to be able to buy Applecare for. Okay, so now how do you buy Applecare? Now, there's a couple different ways to do it. Now, the first thing that we're going to look at is just buying it online. And it's just kind of up to you. Some products you have to go online to buy it for. Others you can do it on the device itself, like the iPad, the Mac, or the iPhone especially. But if you get to this website, basically the easy way to do it here, and I'll just kind of show you. So you get this nice big blue button, and we're going to click on it. It takes us to another website, and then you're going to be able to pick on which device it is that you're buying for. We'll pick a phone, and then it gets us to here. So here's what would happen at this point. It would want you to sign in with your Apple ID, or you can just enter the serial number of your device. Whichever it is that you want. If you put in your Apple ID, it should pull up all the devices that has your Apple ID on it and then show you which ones are eligible for your Applecare. And then the next steps, it really is self-explanatory. It will just guide you straight through. But we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at how to purchase it on, let's just say, a phone. It's actually very simple. So if you were on your phone, iPad, or even the iPod Touch, you go to your settings, go to General, click on About, and then you tap Applecare coverage available. If you don't see Applecare coverage, check to make sure that your device is eligible. And then, like it says, follow the on-screen instructions to complete your purchase. And again, it'll be really self-explanatory if you do it through the phone. The other way you can do it, like on a phone, is like if it's a brand new phone, you just get it out, you get signed in. When you go into your settings, Apple will actually put at the very top of your settings there, it'll say something about buying the Applecare plan. You can click on it and do it that way as well. It's very simple, very easy. If you run into any problems, you can always contact Apple directly and they will help you with that. Okay, so the last thing we're going to look at is basically what would it cost you if you don't have Applecare. And this is going to be the only prices I'm going to show you. Again, prices are going to vary down the road, but it's still going to give you a good idea and understanding of the difference and what it's going to end up costing you. So let's go ahead and just take a look here, and this will shock you, and I hope this, if nothing else, I haven't convinced you yet, I hope this next part convinces you need to buy Applecare. Alright, so we're on another article from support.apple.com, and this is iPhone repair and service. So we're going to scroll down here, get through some of the jargon that they give us here. And this is what we kind of want to look at. Okay, so let's say that you've got your phone and your kid decides to use the phone as a football. He throws it and it ends up shattering the screen. And the phone is still operational. Everything on the phone is fine. It's just the front screen that is damaged. It would cost you $29 to get your screen repaired. All right, 29 bucks. Now, we're going to see more about the screen damage here in a second, but let's focus right now on the $99. Now, this would be your deductible. So let's say that the phone is basically just completely destroyed. It's completely won't turn on. It got smashed. It got run over. No matter what it is, as long as you still have the device, then what you're going to be able to do is call up Apple, file your claim, and your deductible is going to be $99. Okay, keep this in mind, 99 bucks. So let's say that you go out and get a brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max, and then it gets run over by a steamroller. What would that cost you without Applecare? It would cost you $599 to get it replaced. And this is worth pointing out because this is what just confuses the heck out of so many people. Is they'll say, oh, well, wait a minute, I've got my limited warranty. My limited warranty is going to cover the damage. No, it's not. Your limited warranty is only ever going to cover any kind of hardware failure. It's never going to cover accidental damage. So we're going to look at all the different phones here. You can go ahead and read ahead, but if you end up seeing your phone here, just imagine if you don't have Applecare, and all of a sudden your phone is just completely destroyed and you've only had it for like a week. Well, guess what? It is going to cost you $599 for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 12 Pro $549, etc., etc. It could have cost you $99, but instead it's going to cost you these amounts of money. So even like the iPhone 11, again, $599. 11 Pro, $549. The iPhone 11 itself, $399. Even the iPhone XS Max is $599 to replace on a phone that's 3 years old. Guys, I'm stressing this to you. I hope this is making sense. So even down here, iPhone 8, it's $400. You can go out and buy a brand new iPhone SE for $400. The 8 is like almost 5 years old now. It would be the same amount of money to go buy a brand new, far superior phone like the iPhone SE second generation than it would be to actually pay to get this phone replaced. Guys, this is a no-brainer. You need to get Applecare. Okay, well, what if it's just iPhone screen repair? What if it's just the screen that's been damaged? And you say, okay, well, I understand. It only would have cost me $29 if I had Applecare, but surely it can't be much more expensive than that. Wrong. Let's scroll down and look at the prices. The iPhone 12 Pro Max, $329. Could have cost you 29 bucks. Now it's going to cost you $329. Look at all of these prices, y'all. It is expensive, and it could have cost you 29 bucks. It is instead going to cost you an insane amount of money just to fix the glass on the front. I mean, the iPhone XS Max, $329, the iPhone 8, I mean, it's $170 for the iPhone 8 Plus, the iPhone 8, $150. Guys, it's just so expensive, and if you are going to take the time to buy an iPhone, why not spend the extra money and get the Applecare so if the unforeseen happens, the wazoo translates well to other countries, but yeah. Okay, that pretty much sums up Applecare, what it is, how to get it, why you should get it, and everything in between. It is expensive. You don't whole point of insurance is for when the unforeseen happens. No one plans on an accident occurring. And if you're going to actually take the time, especially for someone who's going out and wants to buy like the latest and greatest iPhone, if you're going to spend that kind of money, you're out of your mind if you don't actually buy the insurance. It just makes no sense. So again, do your research, use this video, hope that this all makes sense to you, and then, like I said, do your research with your carrier, see if their insurance is something that you would prefer to have, but at the end of the day, make sure that you get insurance because it's going to end up saving your butt when it costs your butt. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Come back and learn more about how to become an iPhone expert. Don't forget to also share this with your friends and family so that they will quit bugging you, and you can send them to me and I will make them iPhone experts for you. Alrighty guys, thank you so much. I will catch you next time. See ya.